Host Radio.
Hello.
I'm Uno, and joining me today are Immy,
Hi.
Ira,
Hello.
and Tay.
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
It's debatable. I'm doing pretty well though.
I'm doing good.
I'm alright.
Okay. It's good. Eliza says, hello, Traffic Paradise Nation. The whole group's here. Lacey says, hello. Eliza with a seal in the chat. Lovely to see you all. It's nice to be doing this on a Sunday. I didn't have to rush home from work to join, so I'm happy.
I was wondering
and
why
shall
you
we
were
just
so
get
early.
cracking on? It's Sunday. Usually I'm like racing through the front door and then like Emmy's like, Jason, oops, I just outed myself. Uno, we're going live in like 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And then I'm like, I've just come in the front door.
Live for 1 minute and you already fumbled.
Anyway.
His profile picture is
it's
Jason
fine, it's
Statham,
fine.
don't you see?
Okay, Emmy, shall we get started?
Yes, we shall.
Okay, pole position. So Emmy, I think you're first. Who did you predict for pole position?
I have predicted Oscar Piastri on pole. This time it comes with a twist further down the line because I'm trying not to be so predictable, shall we say. But I think he's shown a lot of pace, and while maybe he didn't in qualifying last year, he showed a lot of pace in Miami last year. This was a strong track for him, although the result in the main race doesn't really reflect that. So for me, I think he has a very good shot at pole. I think maybe the Red Bull won't be as close this time, so it might be more between him and Lando.
Uno?
Uno is on a massive delay. This is...
Sorry, I cut out there.
Okay,
if
good.
that happens, just like go ahead, Kira and Tay. Sorry.
Okay, my turn. In that case, I also predicted Oscar Pole. Realistically, he's done really well as of late, and I just have faith that he can do it again. You know, he missed out. He missed out last week by barely anything, and they still got the win. I know that obviously Miami is much more of a volatile track in terms of pole to win, but I think Oscar's got a good shot at pole.
Anyway, I guess it's my turn then.
Yes, it is.
I'm following the McLaren trend, but I'm going with Lando for pole. I think the McLaren is just so quick, and I don't know. I think Lando just has it over Oscar on this track, maybe. I'm not sure though. It could go either way, but I'm going to put my money on Lando.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it'll be very close between the two of them. Okay, Uno? Do we have him? Debatable.
I think I.
Oh?
I think
I'm here. Am I here?
Yes, you're here. Okay, what's your pole position prediction, Uno? And he's gone. Oh, it was better last time, I think. Somehow the issues are worse. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I think, can you hear me now?
Yes. Get it in before you
I predicted, I don't know, I can't remember, probably Lando. Oh no, Max! Look at that. Max, wow. I don't know why I did that, but hey, who knows? That's exciting. If not just that there's not a whole bunch of orange up on the screen.
Yeah, well, I think that's fair.
Tell us, what did Neve, Lacey, and Willow predict?
Wow, it's a lot more orange. You know, congratulations for being the only one to not stray McLaren. I think, you know what? This is fair. We've all put the only people who have got pole so far up on the pole board. So, and Eliza is very much trying to say that she predicts Lando.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be close. We've got the split goes a lot more in Oscar's favor, and I think that's fair. It's been more him and Max that have been getting pole than Lando so far, but I also think we didn't really see what Lando could do in Jeddah. Maybe there was more. Maybe there was more. But yeah, it's going to be close, I think, and I am excited, and I will be stressed. No one is shocked.
This may be a hot take, but I actually have a feeling that Lando has a better shot at sprint pole.
Ooh, how come? Do expand.
Just because.
Oh.
He's got a really good. He has great one lap pace. We've known that, but also we found that, especially both last season and this season, Lando's been much better during sprint races. He just comes a lot more sort of mentally prepared and ready for the sprint race compared to the actual Grand Prix. And I have a feeling that might overlap to qualifying this year. Obviously, Oscar's had a couple of sprint poles in the past as well, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that Lando will be better with the sprint quali, and then he won't be quite as good in actual quali.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I think Lando has been struggling a bit with consistency. So maybe if he gets out a really good lap, that might be in the sprint, and then it might not come together in actual quali. I think this is a really defining weekend for him. And also there's a sense that he did basically get punted off the first turn in the sprint, and he didn't do it at all. That was a DNF. So maybe he wants to participate this time.
Why is the Uno multiverse in the YouTube comment section?
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
I hope we haven't lost you completely. It's okay. I can. Oh, did I just?
No, we did.
Oh, I just jinxed it. I just jinxed it so bad. Okay. Well, moving on to the podium. God, we can't do these without technical issues. It's actually kind of funny. Okay. Predictably, I have predicted Max for third place on the podium. I feel like if both McLarens are up there, both McLarens have the race pace to consolidate a 1-2. And Red Bull, they have upgrades coming, but they're not there yet. I feel like Mercedes and Ferrari might be a bit further behind this time. I mean, it's a hot track. Mercedes had tire issues last time. Will they again? And Ferrari have race pace, but do they have the qualifying pace? And so far that has been no. So every race has been sort of trying to claw back something. And Miami's probably a better track to do it, but I don't know if that'll be to a podium. Okay, Kira.
Okay. Yeah, that speaks for itself. I am continuing with last week's delusion. Realistically, I'm going to predict Kimmy P3 every week until it actually happens. So you guys are going to get a bit bored of me. But to be honest, no. He had a good race in Saudi. He did. The only reason that he fell behind was because his tyres were screwed. And I need Mercedes to actually get their ass together and have a decent strategy for once. Because
I do think
it feels like they're in denial about the tyre issues.
Yeah, well, yeah, they need to bring upgrades for sure. I think maybe he had a bit of a rookie first stint. He wasn't great on tyre conservation there, and that sort of didn't help him in the grand scheme of things. But he did have a good stint. He learnt and he improved, but then the Mercedes was just chewing up those tyres. So even though he improved, then the car was doing the damage.
I think he had a really good second stint, and in the end he wasn't that far off of George, but it was just too little too late. And that,
Mercedes need to bring upgrades. Annoying.
Yay, Uno's back.
Hello. Am I here?
Yes.
Finally.
Oh, okay, yay. Let's see how long this lasts.
Forever. Yeah, let's see how long this lasts. Okay. Tay, your podium prediction, please.
Yes. I have gone with Charles Leclerc for P3. The last, I think 3 or 4 races, actually, he's been either 3rd place or 4th place in the race classification. So I think he's got it. He's always up there, but he's been struggling a little bit to get on the podium recently. He did do it in Jeddah, but I think he's going to be able to do it again at Miami. He can overtake and get up there. Qualifying pace has been a bit iffy for Ferrari, but I think Charles has got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Uno.
Yeah. I'm excited to see a Ferrari up there. That will be cool. But I have gone for George Russell, because I also think he's been having a very good season, a little bit of a dark horse in the championship, but consistent. And I think that he will be able to get another podium in Miami. And I think he's someone to be watching. If McLaren or Verstappen stumble, he's there to jump in when needed. So I think that he's an interesting person to watch out for.
Okay, thank you. I do say I don't have faith in Mercedes' car right now, unless they, like, the upgrade sheet for Miami has McLaren last year level upgrades. Like,
I agree.
don't know.
I think Mercedes is around the fourth best car, maybe. Yeah,
I think
like 3 or 4.
depending on the track,
We fell off because we didn't have upgrades in Saudi. That was the only reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they need to bring upgrades. It's whether or not they bring upgrades. And we
Yeah.
haven't heard anything is the thing, but there's like a week. So
Yeah, there's still time.
4 days. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. And the Mercedes are very much outnumbered in the overall third place ranking. There are 2 McLarens, which I think is quite interesting. One for Lando and one for Oscar. And Charles is the largest number of votes here, with Neve and Lacey and Tay all going for him. So,
well, people never learn. You never Forza that hard. That's too much Forzering.
But
Never
you
works
said we
out for
wanted
us,
to make certain predictions this week.
yeah, I mean, this is interesting. We've got an interesting page here, so let's be happy about that. If the Mercedes brings nothing, then I feel like Charles is pretty much who you'd want to bet on for a podium. It's between him and Max and where the other McLarens end up.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. I'm just being funny.
Well, yeah, to be honest, this could be the time they have like a 12-second pit stop after having 2-second ones every week. So, yeah. Okay. You want to delay?
Okay, Immy, P2. Who you got?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, I have gone for Oscar Piastri in P2. And this is purely a statistical prediction. Only one driver, whose name I'm not remembering right now, but I'm trying to the best of my ability, has ever converted their first 3 pole positions to a win. And I'm predicting Oscar on pole. So I'm thinking he's done amazing, converted his first 2. Maybe 3 is a step too far, and he's just going to fall short of that hurdle with a P2.
Okay, cool. Kira, would you like to take over?
So the delusion continues. George Russell. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I don't even know if Mercedes are bringing upgrades. It hasn't been announced yet. But This is like banking on that they are, and if they are going to be absolutely flying. And I have faith that George is going to get that P2 that he's been needing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that for sure, if Mercedes continue to build on their trajectory that they had at the start of the year, they are the second fastest car, but it is about bringing upgrades. And they very much so learned that last week when they didn't bring anything.
That was extremely painful.
Yeah.
Saudi was extremely painful.
It wasn't the best.
I mean, Oscar won, so it was fine, but also, not fun. Not a good day to be a Mercedes fan.
Purely mediocre. Well, at least they didn't do. Okay. Tay?
I've gone with Oscar Piastri for second place. Same as Immy. I just think he'll do well. in the race, but like I don't know if he'll get quite to the top step of the podium. That McLaren is quick, and I think it might be the other driver that gets the top with the confidence on the track.
I think for sure Oscar was flying last year, but so was Lando. So it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where did Oscar finish Miami last year?
P13, but that's because Sainz ran over his front wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, he was flying. I was like, oh, P13.
He was really fast.
But-
he gained like 3 places on the start. It was good.
Okay.
And then it was bad.
He got Carlos Sainz. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I've predicted. I can't remember, so let's find out together. Lando. Ooh. Did I really? I thought I put him to win. Okay, so Lando.
I can check, but I don't think I made that mistake, but you never know.
I mean, I never know what I predict. I always just throw in a prediction, and then because every time I put thought into it, like it doesn't work out, so I just do whatever the fuck I want, whatever I'm like vibing with in the moment. So yeah, Lando. I mean, he's had a pretty decent season so far. I mean, I know he's not leading the championship anymore, but still, he's decent, and I think he's good for at least a podium in Miami. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Lando.
Yeah, I mean, assuming he qualifies well, he has to be on for a podium. Realistically,
yeah,
absolutely. Win, but you know, only one person can come out on top.
Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, will you tell? Oh, there we go. Lee with a Verstappen, Neve, Lacey, and Willow with McLarens, Lacey with Oscar, and Neve and Willow with Lando. Very orange. This tends to happen as we get higher up the podium. It gets very orange. But yeah, I think all good shots. I don't think anyone is a surprising candidate for second place there. I think it will all come down to interesting strategies and whether or not there is a safety car that could mix things up for everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. On to first.
Lacey is back, yeah.
Okay. For first place, I have gone with Lando. And really, it's because this is a weekend where he needs to win it. He needs to claw back some of the momentum that he's lost sort of really over the triple header. And he needs to win it. He was good last year. Some could say, oh, the safety car. But realistically, if you watch it back, he did the restart and he pulled out, like, I think it was almost 6 seconds to max. And that wasn't the safety car. That was on merit. So to me, he has a very good shot. I mean, obviously, McLaren is overall the fastest car, so he has to qualify well, is the thing. That's been where his gripes are. And I don't think that's something anybody would have been saying last year, but his gripes currently are qualifying, and he has to put in a good performance in Q3. And if he does that, he should undoubtedly be on for the win. Okay, Kira.
Absolutely. Good shot.
Okay, so I am actually on the bandwagon of Oscar Pole to win Piastri. And I've got a feeling that he's going to keep it again. And I just think he's just on such an insane roll at the moment. Like, he's just been up there this entire season. Obviously, the slip in Australia ruined Australia for him. Otherwise, he would have got P2 realistically. And if it wasn't for that, he'd be way ahead in the championship right now. And I think he's just taking momentum for that, and having taken the championship in Saudi, he's going to be on a roll, and I just think he's got that kind of confidence that no one else has, being at the top of the championship standings right now.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has what Lando lacks right now, which is the momentum. And I really want them to qualify on the front row together and nobody to have any issues. We haven't seen them actually have a fight properly for any position yet, because in Japan nothing could happen, right? We got close in Australia, but then it was rainy and there was traffic, etc. I want to see them fight for a win.
I agree. I think it's either going to go very well or very badly. But either way, it'll be quite entertaining to watch.
I hope
Yeah,
badly, just because
absolutely.
it'll be fun.
I think it will go well.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Okay, Tay.
I've also gone the McLaren way. Lando, I think, yeah, they're going to fight it out, and I think Lando will come out on top. He's going to be so determined to win it just because last year there was so much controversy about his first win in Miami, and I think he'll be determined to prove everyone wrong and put himself on that top step. And I think he's confident here.
Okay. Some more orange. Yeah, Lando. It would be cool if we can get a Lando 2 years in a row victory at Miami. We've already been brainstorming very cool titles for our video should that happen. So yeah, hopefully it will be a cool weekend for Lando and he can celebrate that second win in Miami. But I don't hope so, because then I won't get a point. Because I've predicted Max Verstappen to win. A pole to flag victory for Max. I think he was, let's be honest, he probably should have won in Miami last year. Lando got very lucky with the safety car, and sometimes that's what you need for your first win. He went on to win many races on his own sort of, because he did good races and they weren't handed to him. But Miami was definitely a lucky one for him. And I think that Max this year will be very keen to claim back that victory that should have been his last year. So I also believe that Red Bull are coming with a few upgrades. I don't know how significant, but yeah, let's see how it goes. But I think Max is going to be, we know that he was very angry at the last Grand Prix. And I think he's going to use that to sort of channel his energies into winning, so he can kind of go la 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 la, screw everyone else, because that tends to be what he likes to do. So yes, Max in P1 for me. And also, if you know, it's my top 3 has no Oscar Piastri, which would mean that Lando would be leading the championship. I think. Maybe not. I could be wrong.
No, I think
someone
Max would be.
Maybe. It will be weird. I don't know. It's gonna be yeah. You're right. Sorry, it would be Max. Max would be leading the championship, not one of the McLarens. So I think that could also make things very interesting going into the European leg of the season.
Which, if you remember, Oscar Piastri was the top scorer. So I can't wait for the European leg. Yay! Yay, Europe. We love Europe. Who did everybody else
We love
predict?
Europe except for the sleep schedule that us over here have to deal with.
Yeah, do you know that the only decent time for a race for the rest of the year for me is the Las Vegas Grand Prix? It's at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me.
That's 4 a.m. for me, so, you know.
Singapore should be okay as well, right?
So, yeah, but it's still like in the evening.
Yeah.
Evening good.
Like a Sunday evening. And like I got to go to work in the morning. You know? So yeah, but
Sure.
yeah, it's gonna be tough for everyone in the Eastern Hemisphere for a while. So enjoy your European afternoon drives, please. Think of us when you do.
Okay, yes. Anyway, it is a split really between Oscar and Lando for first place in our predictions, with Lee, Neve, and Kira going for Oscar, and me, Tay, and Lacey going for Lando, and then Willow and Uno going for Max. So very much McLaren or Red Bull. I wonder when Mercedes will get a win, because I feel like that has to happen this year, surely.
Please. I cannot go a year's drought. Oh my god, not again. 2023 was horrendous, actually.
Everybody kind of went a year's drought in 2023.
Well, yeah. But I don't want to be the fourth fastest car anymore.
Well, everybody but Carlos fans. Because a lot of Ferrari fans you know, Ferrari, they're very divided in their fandom, a lot of them. So I don't think a lot of people were happy that year, apart from Red Bull fans. Well,
Lacey in the chat says, chose Lando because he needs a win. It's Miami. Love Oscar though.
Yeah, valid. He does need a win.
Yeah.
Yes.
To keep his championship alive, he needs to win.
To keep his confidence up, I think.
Yes,
well.
exactly. Because it's more about the momentum than the points right now.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, wildcard predictions. I was jumping ahead there.
Go for it.
And I have gone with chaos at turn 1 because we had chaos in the sprint race and we very nearly had chaos in the actual race. Because of course I've picked Perez almost going into the back of Verstappen there.
Oh yes, so that was in Miami. Hey.
Yeah, and then there were like four cars that concertinaed into Lando in the sprint race, and then he DNF'd. So it seems to be a corner where a lot of stuff tends to happen, and we haven't had a turn 1 incident in a while. So I feel like Miami's saving something up for us, which I don't know if I should be excited about or scared about.
I mean, we have had a turn 1 incident. We had one last week.
Oh, well, yeah, but that was like a nobody.
I mean,
like a collision. Was it? Oh,
that
wait, that was turn 4.
It was turn 4.
But was it turn 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
I spent a lot of time on Google Maps trying to find that spot.
Well, so that you could label it.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Counseling. It got approved, but it doesn't show up.
Aww.
Okay, Kira.
Okay.
So for mine, I have predicted, sort of going hand in hand with, no, you put Logan in there! I was going to predict 2 or more DNFs. What, Immy? Why?
It's a DNF from Miami. What did you want me to do?
His home race it was. That's not
DNF
okay. That's not okay. See, you've upset Lacey now. You should feel ashamed of yourself. But yeah, so 2 plus DNFs. Realistically, if there's chaos in turn 1, that'll be sorted pretty easily. I've also been predicting that most weeks now, and it's gone pretty well.
Kira, I've noticed you're keeping your prediction the same.
You see nothing. I
don't know if I had to change a single image on your profile this week.
Oh.
I'm watching you.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I mean, does this, to you, do we think this is counting just for the main race or main race and sprint?
Oh, I'm keeping this to main race. That'd be too easy if it was main race and sprint.
Good. That's nice. I agree.
I'm not that much of a points launderer.
Okay. Tay.
I've gone with a sprint race retirement. I mean, we saw it last year, and
yes,
but we don't often see retirements in the sprint races, other than, of course, Miami last year, because they just don't push that hard in the sprint races anymore. Just because they have no effect on the rest of the weekend, and the points are so low. But I don't know. The championship is so close, and people are trying to get wins and points. I think people might be pushing it a bit harder, and we might see 1 or 2 cars get a little close, and someone might end up not finishing that sprint race.
Yeah, I mean, especially since we have this quite notorious turn 1, where last year, no one was pushing too hard, but then Lewis locked up a bit into the side of an Aston Martin, into Lando.
Yeah.
So any small little mistake into turn 1 could end with someone DNFing. So I think that's definitely a good shout.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair prediction. I, however, have gone for a like midfield top 5 quali in the sprint. And for one reason, I think because it happened last year, there is obviously some opportunity because they only get the one free practice that one of the midfield teams could have like a really solid setup and get themselves into the top 5 for the sprint. And also it was a reason to bring back the Miami V-Carb livery, because look at that beautiful car.
I was just
wow,
about to say that.
Oh my God, I've just realized 3 of the people in these photos aren't in Formula One anymore. Perez, Logan, and Daniel.
Maybe Miami is the career killer.
Miami's just like, But yeah, we also said because I mean, that's what Daniel Ricciardo did last year. He got the car up into P4, I think it was.
Yeah, it was definitely P4.
Yeah. And in fairness to him, he kept it there. I think Carlos Sainz overtook him at one point and he got the place back. Or there was a bit of a fight between them, if I remember correctly.
You can see the red behind him in that photo. So yeah.
Yes, there we go. Yeah.
Carlos didn't overtake the V-Carb in a Ferrari.
It was very impressive from Daniel. Obviously, his main race wasn't as impressive, and the other driver did better. But I'm not going to speak about him because
we've put a blanket ban.
Yes. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to keep quiet and look at that pretty car for a little bit more.
Okay. And then the other wildcard predictions. Lee has predicted Sauber points, which was more of a was a threat at first. If you don't get your prediction, it'll be Sauber points. And then Lee said, "Oh, let it be Sauber points." I'm like, okay, sure. Enjoy throwing that point in the bin, but I love that for you. And I've got to check the exact wording of Neve's prediction quickly. Normally, I'm better at this. Okay. Well, Ferrari fastest pit stop, which I'm pretty sure every race of the year, Ferrari has had the fastest pit stop. So I feel like this is the one where they won't, just to spite Neve. And then Lacey has gone with a top 5 DNF, top 5 in the Drivers' Championship specifically. And Lacey, no, I don't think you're getting cancelled, because if you're getting cancelled, then theoretically so is Kira. So you can go together.
Whoa.
And that's okay.
What did I do?
I don't know. We're predicting DNFs, and that's now cancelable material apparently. But I think
people's DNFs can just be like back markers.
Okay.
It can be anyone. It's not.
Well,
okay. So what did the back markers ever do to you? You're so mean to the back markers. You're like, wait a minute.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You've got yourself cancelled now, Kira.
Can I just
and then
if I could just clarify quickly for Lacey. So Lacey's top 5 was like top 5 in the championship. So that's either Oscar, Lando, Max, George, or Charles, however you say his name in a Frenchy way. So that is what we're that is Lacey's prediction, that one of those 5 drivers will DNF.
Thank you for clarifying that to us.
Hence the picture of Charles in the wall. But I don't know if that was in the
if
race.
It is Charles that DNFs. Kimi Antonelli scores good points. He might end up in the top 5 of the championship.
Yo!
Yeah, it's a 9-point difference.
Yeah, it's 9 points behind.
Yo, come on, please. We need that. Need that. Hashtag need that.
Okay, and then Willow has gone with a Ferrari Q2 exit. And sorry, Lewis, but I did put your picture there because Charles has kind of been the one ahead. So unless there's like a yellow right at the end and it's like a Lando in Baku style situation, then I feel like Lewis would be the one to go out in Q2. No disrespect. yet, but that's how it's been right now. Unfortunately, the gaps have been tight, so it could happen. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, other than that, what do we have to discuss?
Ooh, do we have any support series? I think F1 Academy, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, is it
F1
F1 Academy?
Academy.
This-
Yeah.
Just them this time, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Who are we rooting
no
for?
other support series?
There's no other support series. No, I think it's just F1 Academy. I think that was the same last year as well.
Okay, I have a point of discussion. Perhaps, do we think
okay.
anyone's coming with fun liveries?
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
please.
discussion.
Apparently,
Yes.
VCarb have announced somewhere that they're doing a special livery.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Someone-
Ferrari is
announced
doing
it.
something.
There
Ferrari,
was
yeah,
no
I've heard
announcement, but someone was in my
there's
replies about it.
there's concepts of a Ferrari livery.
It seems like it's going to be some sort of HP
Mm.
horrific situation,
Ugh.
Their
which is
special livery
kind of-
last year was like a stripe.
their
Yeah.
special livery last year was like a soft launch of the HP as well.
I mean, I'm
So-
looking at the Red Bull Instagram right now, and they are posting like throwbacks to their last Miami special livery. And I know they like to do that whenever they're teasing a new one. So
Ooh.
possibly.
Are they like running through liveries to make up for not doing them last year?
Maybe. Well, they
God,
posted
right,
last
we're-
year as well, though, actually.
Hiring
But yeah,
Yuki got a new livery designer as well. I bet he's just helping out and throwing ideas off of them.
What other teams do you think would go with the special livery here?
Who else would do a
Haas?
fun design?
Ooh, I feel like
That's
they
the
do like to do
Japan
something
one,
for
though.
Kota.
Haas home
Yeah.
race, possibly.
I don't know which race has count as the home race. Like, which of the American ones?
I think Coda.
Kota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can bank on Ferrari, and I don't
maybe-
think they gave their special livery to F1 Academy last year though, which was meh.
Was it at Miami
We
that
can
Red
bank
Bull
on Ferrari
eliminated
is like the worst phrase ever in Formula One.
What?
Huh?
What?
I never really understood that.
Did that not come out?
No.
I said we can bank on Ferrari is like a terrible phrase in Formula One. It's like
Oh,
no,
okay,
you can't
yeah.
for anything.
oh god. Yeah, but they're bringing something. I think it'll probably be underwhelming because every time they say, "Oh, we're doing a special livery," and it was like a stripe in a wheel cover, or in Monza where they like changed the color of the numbers on the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
the black and yellow car in Monza was weird.
Like if this is the time that they're going to do something radical and it's because it's HP, that's going to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we show up and it's just like 1200 HP logos all over the car.
Yeah.
They need
That would be.
they need to go yellow. They should do like a yellow car.
Yeah.
Just do yellow.
No offense, when was the last time
Red.
Ferrari had a good livery?
It'll be cool, and the blue will actually look nice on it.
Yeah. I think we can count on Lando on having a special helmet.
Oh yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get lots of special helmets. I think Oscar needs to not have one. There's a curse.
Yeah.
There's a curse.
Oscar needs to never have a special helmet ever again.
Honestly, for the rest, lock in for the championship. Lock in. No fun or whimsy. Like
Let
Literally-
there be whimsy, but
Like-
not with the helmet.
the only 2 races he hasn't won this year are the 2 where he had special helmets.
Wow.
Oh.
Now that's a stat.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to never
Um.
touch his helmet. Leave it as it is.
Okay. I think we've spoken about all we can. we want to say a very special unhappy birthday to Helmut Marko. And other than that, we will be saying thank you so much for tuning into Traffic Paradise Radio. The road to Miami is clear, I think. Perhaps, or it's still in traffic. Who knows? I can't remember.
It's clear now. We
It's
don't do it on the
clear. So
intro
we'll
though.
see
We need to
you.
start doing it on the intro.
We'll see you in Miami. Yes, that's true. Yeah, so we'll see you in Miami. If you enjoyed this video, this live stream, please leave us a like and consider subscribing. We really do appreciate it. And let us know in the comments who you think will be the winner or podium or wildcard prediction, anything you want, or you can just make fun of us. We don't care. It's good for the algorithm either way. And all that's left to say is thank you, Immy. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Kira. And we'll see you on Monday after the Miami Grand Prix.
Yes.
Yes? I think?
Yes.
Yes? Cool.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then we say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And cue the music.